Ooh, what's going on, guys? It's Gino from Modern Accessory Review, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Sony WH-1000XM4. The previous 1000XM3s were some of the most popular headphones in the market and were known for their premium sound quality and their awesome noise cancellation. But with the new 1000XM4s that I have right here, Sony has made them even better. Now the real question here is if these headphones are actually worth their really high price tag of $349. So let's find out in the review. Starting off with the build quality and design, Sony has stuck with the same exact design as the previous 1000XM3s. This includes a mainly plastic body that has kind of a soft and smooth touch, with of course the leather accents on the ear cups and the headband. Inside of the headband we have this durable metal which is found in most headphones and allows us to change the size. And I do have to say I enjoy the materials used here, but I do wish there was just a little bit more high quality materials used just for the price that we are paying for these. That being said, I do see why Sony did use some of these cheaper materials like a lot of plastic, because it is a lot lighter and in return it's more comfortable to wear for long periods of time. Now the 1000XM4s or the Mark IVs, whatever you want to call them, come in two separate colors, a black, which I have right here, and then a silver, which is more of kind of like a tan beige color. So Sony didn't really change anything to the outside of the headphones from the Mark IIIs, except they did add a bit of padding on the top of the headband here, which is always nice to have. And I have to say, I can wear these headphones for a very long period of time without experiencing any discomfort whatsoever. There isn't any uncomfortable clamping force, but they are still very secure, so they're not going to fall off your head. And I can wear these, like I mentioned earlier, hours on end without experiencing any discomfort whatsoever. Now if you do look inside the left ear cup, you will notice one small difference from the Mark IIIs, which is this sensor right here. And what this sensor does is it pauses your music when you take the headphones off your head, and then when you put the headphones back on your head, it'll resume the music for you. I think this feature is incredible, and these headphones have a lot more features to them, and they have probably the best technology out in the market right now. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the video. But for now, let's talk about the most important aspect, which is the sound quality. I have always loved how the XM3 sounded, so I was extremely excited to hear the XM4s. And I'm not disappointed at all either, because these sound amazing. When it comes to sound quality, these probably have the best audio out in the market right now in terms of Bluetooth headphones. With whatever genre you throw at it, it seems like it can handle everything, whether it's pop, rap, opera, dubstep, or really anything that you like to listen to, these can handle it. The audio is so crisp and clear like it should be for the price, and the noise cancelling is best in class. Also, if there is something you want to tweak in the audio like the bass or treble, then the Sony Headphones Connect app will allow you to do just that in the equalizer setting. And talking more about this app, it gives us a ton of extra features. Inside of the app here on the main page, you can see something called Adaptive Sound Control. What this does is it allows the headphones to turn up the noise cancelling all the way to the highest setting or to a lower setting so you can hear your different surroundings. For example, if you're on public transportation, then the headphones will turn the noise cancelling to the highest setting so you don't have to hear people talking. And if you were out running, then the headphones will turn on ambient sound and turn the noise cancelling down so that you can hear your surroundings while you're on a run and you don't have to worry about cars or other people. I personally turn this off myself, as you can see here, but it is always a great feature to have if you want to use it. And right below the adaptive sound control, you can see that I have two different devices connected simultaneously to these headphones. This is probably one of the biggest things that separate the Mark IVs from the Mark IIIs, because the XM3s can only pair to one device, whereas the Mark IVs can pair to two devices at once. Having the ability to connect two devices at once makes life a whole lot easier, because if you were listening to music on your laptop and you got a call from your phone, you won't have to go through your Bluetooth settings all the time and turn on the Bluetooth and switch it between devices, which is a big hassle, and this is just way better. If we switch over to the sound page, this is where you can control the ambient sound and what level of noise cancelling you prefer the headphones to be on. And just below that, you can see something called Speaker to Chat. This feature is pretty cool. but not really necessary in my opinion. Essentially what it does is it pauses your music whenever you start to talk, and it almost works a little too good, because if you start to sing along with your music or you say anything at all, then it will pause your music, and then after you're done saying something, then it won't unpause it, so you have to either double click on the headphones to unpause or go to your phone and unpause it from there. And personally, it's kind of just a hassle when it's on, so I usually turn it off. And next we have the noise cancelling optimizer, which pretty much just plays a sound in your ears, and it allows you to get the best noise cancelling possible for your specific ear shape. And as you can see, the holy grail of features that is probably the most talked about, we have the equalizer setting that I mentioned earlier, which is probably one of the most important features because it allows you to change the audio based on your own personal preference. They have all kinds of different preset modes like the bass boost mode, etc. Or you can create your own, which I think is really cool. And more towards the bottom here, the 360 reality audio feature is pretty fascinating as well, and it pretty much gives you audio through music that supports 360 reality audio. I knew that probably didn't make much sense at all, but just remember that it's more high quality audio and it sounds a lot better, and they actually have a sound test that you can hear the regular audio versus the 360 reality audio. There aren't a whole lot of apps that do include the 360 reality audio, but I'm sure in the future it'll start to get more popular. Finally, on the last page of the app here, this is where you can turn most of the features on or off, like the touch controls on the right ear cup, or if you want your music to pause when you take the headphones on or off your head, and of course just a little bit more here. And moving on to the battery life, these headphones will give you 30 hours with active noise cancelling turned on and 38 hours with active noise cancelling turned off. We also have a super helpful quick charge feature where only 10 minutes of charging will give you an extra 5 hours of playtime. If that's not good enough, the headphones also have an automatic power off feature, so if you accidentally leave the headphones on, then they're going to automatically turn off after a certain amount of time so you don't waste any additional battery life. Of course, we also have USB-C charging for when you do need to power up the headphones, which you will find along with an adapter and headphone cable inside the travel case when you first open up the headphones. And speaking of the travel case, these headphones can pack down to a pretty decently small size, and you won't have any issues putting them in a bag if you're a frequent traveler. The case will keep your headphones looking new, and it gives you that peace of mind that nothing will be damaged. And before I forget, I also want to talk about the improved mics on the WH-1000XM4s. If you're talking on the phone through the headphones, then the people you're talking to will only be able to hear your voice and nothing else besides your voice. You can even have a vacuum cleaner running and the people you're talking to won't even be able to hear it because the mics are so good at only picking up on your voice. If you talk on the phone a lot for work or just talk on the phone in general a lot, then these headphones are definitely something to check out. And last but not least, we still have the same touch controls as the 1000XM3s, where 2 taps will pause your music, 2 taps will play your music. If you swipe up or down, then it will change the volume, and if you swipe right or left, then it will go to the next song or the previous song. I really like these controls because on a lot of other headphones and earbuds, sometimes the controls are kind of gimmicky and sometimes they don't work very well, but with these they work every single time. And by the way, there is no latency issues at all when watching videos, which of course is amazing. So wrapping up the video, are the Sony WH-1000XM4s really worth their price tag of $349? Well, if you ask me, then it is an easy yes. Sony is so far ahead when it comes to technology and features, and the sound quality and noise cancellation is the best in class for Bluetooth headphones at the time of this video. That being said, if you don't mind only having one device paired at a time and a little bit of less features, then the 1000XM3s are about $100 off at the time of this video. But of course, I will say the 1000XM4s will definitely not disappoint. If you guys want to check out the 1000XM3s or the 1000XM4s, then I will link them down below in the description. But with all of that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!